I'm good.
That doesn't sound very confident.
I'm cold.
You said you're cold.
No.
What's the temperature like?
Um, I don't know, but I feel like about 15 degree.
15 what?
15 degrees.
Degrees. Okay. So inside of the house?
No.
Inside is better. Yeah. You have heating in the house?
Yes.
Okay. So you sure you're comfortable to study?
Yes.
Right. So my main question comes from what you have seen in WhatsApp already. Yeah. So my main question would be about this, right? So I need you to take a look. Well, first of all, I have sent you a list of corrections. Have you looked at them?
Yes.
So when you look at them, you need to, well, write them out, record or study, and then record yourself speaking that without reading. Yeah, so you try to think of all the phrases that you have learned, like new corrections, and then you make sentences with them and you speak them aloud, right? Try to remember that, yeah, without reading. So that way you can remove the mistakes from your speech forever. Do you want that?
Yes.
So that's what I recommend to do. That's the number one thing, fixing your errors, writing, speaking. If you do this regularly, we can achieve very intelligent speech with you. You'll speak much more intelligently, no mistakes. You'll sound smart and proper. And well, of course, we need to practice speed with you, speed of speech. But in your free time, practicing speed might be difficult. So at the very least, you can practice these mistakes, write them out, understand them, record yourself speaking, or just write them out if it's writing. Yeah, that is your practice. Like when you make a mistake and you write it out, do you think you need to do it just one time to remember?
Yes.
To remember, you might need to do it in several times. One mistake, like you do one day, another day, another day, and then you remember. Usually at least once, but normally like 2, 3 times, same mistake, then you will truly remember it. Yeah. So if you don't do that, then it's harder for you. It'll be harder for you to achieve well, results. Yeah. Okay. Now, what else? How about the tests?
I haven't done.
Hmm?
I haven't done.
You said you will do it on Sunday, remember? Last
Yeah.
time you had told me you would do it on Sunday, but you didn't. So you need to stick with that, like, because I need results. Like either you get results from the place you did it in, or you sure you didn't skip any like result button there? Maybe they give you a button or something. Like when you finish the test, what did it say at the end?
I didn't read.
You didn't
But
read.
just pushed the button.
What button?
Pushed.
Pushed what button?
I don't know.
You said long button?
The button.
The button. The button.
The button.
Button. Yeah, you mean the one that you press? Button.
Yeah.
You press the button. You didn't read what it says or anything. Nothing. Yeah. Did they tell you something like, please wait for your results or something, or no?
I didn't read.
Maybe they already gave you results because they're supposed to give you results immediately, right? For reading and listening. Well, maybe you skip that. That's okay. So now there's no other way. We can't get them then. No one responded to your email, right?
No,
Well, then you need to do it again. Or when shall we do it?
just writing, right?
No, we need listening and reading. I need to see your test results.
I have to prepare for my school exam.
Schools, exams.
School's exam, so it's difficult to do until it finished.
Well, okay, maybe you can do it like listening one day, reading another. 3 days,
Reading.
1 day for writing, one for reading, one for listening.
Yeah, maybe.
No, there's no maybe. We need to agree right now. Do we do it or not? Because I need to, Mrs. High and your mom asked me to check your listening and reading. Well, I guess it was my mistake too to ask you to do the official Cambridge test on their official website without properly explaining, because I thought they will explain everything to you and give you results. I didn't realize that we could lose results. So partially it was my fault too. But still, we need to do it now to finish with this, And uh, so for that, we need to agree right now. Either you do everything in one day, and I know that day, and I know when, so you can send me the results immediately at that time, right? Or you pick like 3 different days. Let's pick it now, because we really need it.
3 different days.
Well, when and what time?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow to Saturday.
So that is what, Thursday? Okay, 3 days like that, yeah? And what time?
Um, so tomorrow I can study.
But what? We have agreed already on Thursday.
But I can like meet like this.
We have scheduled already today and tomorrow, right? We scheduled last week that we will meet today, tomorrow. Will we meet tomorrow?
But I I have another schedule, so I can't
So you
study.
want to cancel that? We
Yeah.
agreed, but you want to cancel now?
Yes.
Oh, what happened?
I have to do online meeting with a one company.
Have to well, do a meeting, or what do we do with a meeting? You said do a meeting. What is the verb? What verbs do we usually do? We use with the meeting?
I have meeting.
Have meeting.
Have a meeting.
A meeting. Have a meeting with a company, or have to um, be in a call. I have to attend a meeting. Yeah. Okay. Is it something new?
Yeah, the company yesterday the company said they would like to have a meeting on Thursday.
Can you ask them to meet on Friday instead, or not?
No, they just be on Thursday.
So is it for you only, one-on-one?
No, with my parents.
Oh, I see. Is it for the Canada trip?
Yes.
Well, when you say the company, it means I know that company, but I wasn't sure. So you should probably specify first when you speak in English, like the company that is responsible for the Canadian trip, that company. First, you say that, and then later you can keep saying the company, the company, the company without explaining anymore. Yeah, the first time is very important. Okay, now I see. Well, all right. Well, maybe instead of 2 hours, we can at least study one for 1 hour, maybe.
Yes.
It's better to meet at least a little bit than not at all.
So
Mm-hmm.
from 4:30 to 5:30.
4:30 to 5:30. Is it convenient?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 hour then. Tomorrow we'll study for 1 hour. Maybe, well, in that case, maybe we could also meet on Saturday for 1 hour. Or Sunday. Well, it's okay. Yes, no, I'm fine with everything. If it's no, it's fine. It's up to you.
I want to prepare for school's exams.
My school's exams, okay. That means not possible. Friday also not possible. 1 hour.
No,
So, okay. Until Monday then? Sunday, no, yeah? Monday?
next Monday, right?
Oh, what do you mean next Monday? Like the coming Monday? We only have like one Monday coming up, and the next Monday after that is like 1.5 weeks away. So I mean the closest Monday to us, November the 24th.
Um, e- so yes,
What time?
from 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, then, shall we do a 2 hour meeting?
Yes.
6 to 8. That is for me gonna be right now. It's 5 for you, yeah, 5:25. So it's gonna be for me 4 answer. Okay. All right. I've added it to my schedule. Do you want me to send you in WhatsApp as well? Let me send it to you. Also, next lesson, November 24th at 6 p.m. 2 hours. Okay. Now let's decide when you're gonna do the tests. So you can do like which test is the shortest one? Do you remember?
Listening.
Yeah. So how about you do tomorrow listening then? Or do you have no time? 30 minutes. Too much, yes? Already. Or not?
Well, it's too much.
Well, that's why we are deciding now what we're going to do. So tomorrow you can't do any of the tests, right? We only meet.
Yes.
Yeah. Then on Friday, can you do one of the bigger or listening? One of the longer tests or just listening or not at all?
I can do the longer test.
Okay, so let's do it like this. Then on Friday, we will do reading. Reading on Friday. What time do you want to do this on Friday?
At 7 or 8.
Just pick one, please. Guaranteed. 100%.
8.
Okay, so Friday, 8 p.m. That's reading. Then Saturday. Can you finish writing plus listening or just want to do one?
I can do both.
On Saturday. What time?
At 2.
Okay, so that's going to be about 1 hour and a half. Yeah. And so you need to save the results, a screenshot or maybe a link to the results. Either way, you send it to me in WhatsApp as soon as you finish. So on Friday, you're done, you send it to me. On Saturday, you're done, you send it to me as soon as you're done. Okay?
I will do the different site, right? The
Yes,
website.
the one I sent you already. You remember I put it for you in the writing document at the top. You have 3 links there. You have it all there. I know that website really well, so there you will not lose anything. So just make sure to submit it, though, that you get everything right and that you have no interruptions while doing the test. And please don't use any help. No help at all. No Google Translate, no phone. Like, cannot. Just show me your real results so we know, yeah? And okay, so I'm going to send this to you now. Reading, writing, and listening. And the lesson next time, 24th. Okay, that's clear. Any questions?
None.
Okay, now, what have you prepared? What shall we do now? Writing?
Yes.
Well, can you, in short, tell me what have you prepared for writing?
I rewrote one essay.
You rewrote one essay. And how long did it take you?
When I include preparing time, it took for 1 hour.
It took me 1 hour.
It took me 1 hour.
If I include the preparation time.
If I include the preparation time.
Prep, not preparation time. Yeah, okay. And you mean you did both task 2, task 1, or what did you do?
Task 1.
Wow, why did it take you so long to prepare? 1 hour. So 40 or 45 minutes just preparing?
Yes.
What were you doing at that time?
First, I looked up the words, then write some like write essay,
Wrote and
wrote an essay,
mm-hmm.
and check again,
Checked it.
checked it again.
What do you mean again? Like, when was the first time you checked it before that? You
First
said
time.
you said checked it again. So checked it again means second time. You checked it second time. So when did you check first time?
I saw the corrections once
Mm-hmm.
at first, then wrote an essay, then checked it,
Rewrote the essay.
rewrote the essay.
You understand? You understand why the and re? Then check it again. Okay. So, well, the first time, like, it can't be check again because that's a new essay. Like, okay, you rewrote it, like the same topic, but the essay is new. So you haven't, at that point, you haven't checked it yet. So it's like, I just checked it. You could say, I wrote it and checked it, the new essay. Yeah, you didn't check it twice, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's why again doesn't work. And that's why it was confusing for me. It was confusing a little bit. Okay. So what do we do? Do you keep this in mind? Target your weak areas, right? Find grammar explanations and tests for that. You can do this on your phone. Like, for example, you're sitting in a public transport. You can remember that you have problems with past tense. Or what else do you know you have problems with?
If
Hmm?
clauses, if
If clause, yeah, okay. If clauses, what else? Articles, right? A and the, yeah. Articles, you do tests for that regularly. And Queen Yang, if you want to achieve more in life, you need to do this on your own. Have you done this? Any progress here?
no,
No, please remember. That's why I put it here. Maybe I should use a different color here for you so we can remember it better. What color do you like?
purple,
Okay. Let's see. Is this purple? Yeah. Okay. So, what else? Yeah, for example, you have some extra time, like 10 minutes. You can choose to browse food on Instagram, or you can choose to maybe once per week at least to open a new task one writing online. Just Google task one IELTS. Yeah, open something new and try to plan for yourself. You have 10 minutes on the phone. You don't need to write the full essay. Just look at it, think, what do I see? What do I notice? Maybe you can write an introduction or just do it in your head. Yeah. So that's targeting your weak areas as well in your free time. So it's not stressful for like 1 hour, but you have like 5-10 minutes, you still do it. What do you think?
I look the task and think of it, right?
Look at.
Oh,
You look at the task, yeah? And you just think about it. Yes, do something like what are your weak areas when you write? Think about that. What are you scared of? What are you very unconfident in? Like you need more confidence in it, right? So do that part. Like for example, paraphrasing or looking at the features. Maybe it's hard for you to see the features, or maybe it's hard for you to write about what you see. So you write one sentence on your phone, yeah, and you can just that way practice a little bit in your free time. Do you usually sit in like any public transport for 10 minutes at least sometimes?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to, like, is it uncomfortable? You have to stand surrounded by a lot of people and you can't do that? Or is it most of the time comfortable and you can just look at the phone and do something?
Most of the time, not comfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Okay. Well, something to think for you, right? Of course, looking at something relaxing like Instagram is good for you to relax too. It's not useless, but maybe you can tell yourself one time per week, I'm going to do this. For speaking or writing. Writing is maybe a little bit easier because you don't have to speak a lot, anything. Yeah. All right. This, please remember, because we need to learn English all the time, not just during the lessons and when we do homework, but regularly. Now, here we have, you've done this, yeah? The essay from below. Did you research the vocabulary?
Yes.
What does this mean? What did you do?
I researched verbs and collocations.
What's the topic?
GDP.
So how did you look it up? Did you look up GDP vocabulary, or what did you do?
No, I researched words that I learned in the previous lesson.
Had learned, okay, in the previous lesson. You mean with me?
Yes.
Okay. You can also research yourself. For example, like this GDP English vocabulary, right? So, or GDP topic. How do we research? Very simple. We try to, first of all, you need to understand the topic very well. Are you sure it's GDP? Maybe let's check again. Where's the task? Yeah, yeah, components of GDP. Yeah, GDP topic English vocabulary. Um, so this is all wrong because this is about a business. You don't need business. Well, IELTS fighter here we have in Vietnamese, something about GDP, maybe not the best. So this is hard. Yeah, we shouldn't read the Wikipedia article on this. Yeah, so maybe not. Maybe you could say in other words, what is GDP? What topic is that? Larger.
Rice.
Prices, not really, but it's in the same cloud of words, but it's not the best. What do you think?
Industry.
Not really. There's no specific industry. Like industry in general, not useful. And there's no specific industry here. Is there? There are, oh, we have IT service industry, so you can look into that, but you don't really need that because you will not talk about the industry itself. So what else? What is GDP? What is it related to?
Production.
Will you talk about production there a lot? No. In that essay, it's not you will not write about production, will you? If you think you will, okay, but you need to think hard. Will I actually write something about production? What else? Bigger, simpler, simplify a little bit.
Percentage.
What is it? Topic percentage? It doesn't exist. There's no such topic. But okay, you can do it like this. Instead of topic, you say talking about percentages, English vocabulary, like this. Yeah, you can look up. Well, you have videos if you like video. I don't like videos personally. I like something like you see English class related to English. Anything you see, you do it yourself. You choose what you like. I will not give you this information. I want you to look at it yourself. There's a video too. I don't like videos. So we can look up something else. Here maybe vocabulary, talking about percentages. So you open this website, and you have some, you can even ask AI. You know how to use AI? Like ChatGPT or something? Give me vocabulary about percentages also, yeah? Yeah, very good to know. Absolutely no one, none of, for zero, right? 10%, a tenth, only 1 in 10. There's a lot of interesting vocabulary you can learn like this. And that's it. You just have 2 tables. It's quick. It takes you 5 minutes to learn something. Yeah? But that's percentages in general. What's the topic then? What topic is that? GDP? Money. Yeah? Money, and most importantly, economics. English vocabulary. You can even do like IELTS. Add IELTS maybe. Economy, business vocabulary. Yeah. Or here, for example, what else do we have? Economics vocabulary. I get Vietnamese websites. You'll probably get Japanese websites, so it'll be easier for you. Yeah. So economics. What else? Money. Percentages. Yeah. Something general. So you don't look up GDP. You look up bigger. Questions?
No.
All clear?
Yes.
Mm, How long did it take you to write?
20 minutes.
20?
Yes.
Since it's a familiar topic, you can't give yourself 20. It should be lower, at least 18, maybe 17 or 15. Yeah, next time, because it's the same. Okay, let's try the bar chart. Let's take a look at this together and find mistakes. You look for mistakes, please, together with me. Yeah. Can you see it clearly?
Yes.
You can move in the UK. Here, right? In the UK can be moved where? Move it to after GDP. So you could say which is GDP generated in the UK. Which is GDP, the GDP generated in the UK. What else do you see? Percentages produced by both grew in a given time period. You can also say given time period. And in the time period given, the rate of GDP generated from See, that's from, no M.
Yes.
How do you count? Did you count within 20 minutes or after it was over?
After.
You can't do that. It has to be within, because you need to make sure you have enough. Yeah? Okay. So, but you also need to do it not the last minute. Like, so you still have about 2 minutes maybe to check, or, I mean, to add something. Yeah? But just be aware while writing, you can count so you know how much more you need. Anything else? I see a mistake. Can you see it too?
The GDP.
The rate of the GDP, yeah. The GDP, what else?
Was always higher.
Yeah. So where was you misspelled although. How do we write although?
THOU.
Spell it right. The rate of GDP generated from the IT industry was always higher. I'm not sure about always. Do you think it means like everything or just that time period?
Not time period.
So you can paraphrase the word that time, the time period within the years of something instead of always, because always is a little bit too big. But it's not a mistake per se, so I think we can keep it. It's all right. IT industry, what's missing there?
Article.
The IT industry produced. Let's look at it together. Maybe you spot something else. I really like your first sentence here. You start with the IT industry and you have this, and within it grew too. That's really nice. Well done. You can also add grew by almost 2% up to this if you want, but it's not important. Did it dip by a few percent?
Yes.
But how many? What was the change?
0.2%.
Percent means like 1. Here you have less than 1. So you can't say that. It's a tenth of a percent. So it dipped by a few tenths of a percent. Tenths. Or
What's
just don't
tenth?
say what?
What's tenth?
A tenth part, like 1 out of 10. Yeah. Well, everything that comes after the full stop, the dot, yeah, 7.9. After the dot, it's a tenth. How many tenths do we have? We have 10 tenths in 1%. Is it clear? So at a tenth, how many tenths do we have in 1%? Like this is 1%. This is 1. How many tenths do we have in it?
10.
10. Also clear, right?
Yes.
A few percent. If, for example, what is it? 2%, 3%. Well, 4, maybe it's already more than a few, but maybe. That's it. Yeah? Maybe 2, 3, maybe 4. Do you agree or not? What about Japanese? Here, I see this su. What does that mean? Also 2, 3, 4, or different?
It means some.
Different. Well, in English, few is specifically little, like 2, 3, maybe 4. Okay, so that's a clear mistake. Shouldn't be here. Although the percentage, I like this. Although, but you are overusing although. It's just you had just used it. Let's replace the structure with something else.
While.
Even though, a little bit different, yeah. What else?
However.
Wow. Even though, despite, however, how would you use that however here? Just replace although with it?
No.
And you need a comma too. Don't forget the comma after although. Or, I mean, after, actually, you do have it here, right? Although, no, okay, you have, well, yeah. Despite, what else? In spite of, though, however, yeah, okay. It rose considerably by 15 from the year. So it rose considerably by 15% and reached what?
Reached 15%. Increased to 15%.
Do you understand the mistake or not?
I understand.
What is the mistake?
By is
Should
the
be.
mistake. Should be to.
Yeah, it didn't rise by 15, it rose 2. That's a big mistake here. You can say rose, rose by, let's say, 8 or something. Yeah, or 7. Rose by about 7 to 15. Yeah, from the year to 2000, which was the biggest increase in the entire period. You can say increase in the entire period. Okay. I think it's all right, much better now. And then on the other hand, let's look for mistakes together. Tell me what you see. Well, you can see at the start already something across the year. What is that? What's wrong there?
Yes.
You understand why?
Still some years.
Across the years. Yeah. Across the years to 2000. I'm not sure I like that. Across the year to 2000. And even actually better to say over the years. Over the years. Hmm. To 2000. How else can we say that? To 2000.
Until 2000.
So it grew steadily over the years. Usually we indicate from to. Yeah, over the years from to. Or in, well, yeah, over, let's say, over 5 years, even better to say, like over number years. Yeah, that's even better because it's clear. Like this, over the years, what years? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah. So that's another big issue because it's very unclear, that part with the date. At which point, you're missing something there.
Reach a point.
At which point it was recorded. The it is missing. It was recorded at And what about same as? What's missing there?
Which was.
Yeah. Which was the same also, not saying the same as the percentage, but I really like this. What you did here, this is great. If we correct the mistakes, it suddenly becomes great. You can also use connectives instead of in 1992. You can say then, comma, in 1992, only 4%. It feels like you have a full stop there. You see, after of, looks like you have a full stop. Why? This is not the first time. I've also seen it somewhere before here. It feels like you have like random full stops, like before it there, I see, or somewhere else. Why do you have those stops? The dot, is it by accident?
Yes, I
Mhm.
erased not clearly.
Well, then, yeah, make sure to remove those stops. It's not that big of a deal, but you lose clarity a little bit. Only 4% of GDP of the GDP. Remember, from this. What is the this industry? You mean IT?
No,
Well, look, you can't do this because this refers to the last one. Refers to the last mentioned one. Be more specific when there are two or more options. Yeah. So we can't use this from the service industry was produced. And what does that mean? Only 4%. Where's the So you suddenly started with this, but you should start with that. Or, okay, so you want to talk about the whole graph? Huh? So, yeah. Hmm. Year 2000. Wait, but at which point was it the same? Recorded at 8.1? Well, what do you mean the same? Where's the same as IT industry? In 1994? Okay. I see. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, well done. Hmm. Okay, yeah, okay. Uh, and you forgot to mention then what it started with. So instead of having that sentence, you see you have the sentence in 1992, only 4. This should be the part of the first sentence too. So you could say the rate of the GDP produced grew steadily over the years from 4% in 1992 to 8.1% in the year 2000. Yeah, so that is missing. Make the first sentence of the paragraph, of the body paragraph, mention the start and end data with years instead of just the end. Yeah, so both things together. And then you will not, you see, I don't like short sentences. When I see a short sentence like that in 1992, I don't like it. It's too short. It doesn't compare anything. It's a waste of your time. Try to compare things, make them longer, combine them together, have a good transition between the sentences, at least a simple transition. Yeah. Like then, later, 2 years later, something like that. Then, comma, you should have a comma after then. There was a largest. A largest climb?
Yes, the largest.
The largest. I like this though. Largest climb between. It doesn't. You have the largest climb between 92 and 94. Were there many climbs between those 2 years? Or was there just one climb?
One.
Between those 2 years, there was only one climb. Yeah? And that's the problem. And you're saying that's the largest. There was only one. So what should we do here? How do we fix this sentence about the dates?
In the time period, there was a largest.
The
The
largest.
largest climb.
So somehow we need to indicate that it's the largest climb over the whole period of how many years?
8.
8 or 9 maybe? 92, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many?
9.
9 years. So we need to include that information, right? Largest climb over the whole period, not between 1992 and 1994, yeah? So that is important. to say? You could say like this, you can move 1992 at the start. How? Then
from 1992 to 1994.
Then between 1992 and 1994, there was the largest climb
In the time period.
then between 1994, there was what? Dictate.
There was the largest climb in
of the entire
the entire 9 period.
of the entire 9 years, or the entire. You can add an optional period of. Do you understand the brackets? Means optional. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can include it or you can skip it. So one more time, how do we say that?
Then between 1992 and 1994, there was the largest climb in the entire period of 9 years.
Okay, in, or you can also say in or of.
Of
The largest climb of the whole period, or in is okay too, I think, but of is a bit more clear. The largest climb of the entire period of 9 years. Which, and then we need to add this by 2.5. No, can't do that. How can we change that?
at 2.5%.
Just of 2.5% total in or of the entire period of 9 years. So you add this here to have the data in it. And the largest climb of 2.5% total. Yeah? Well, total is also optional. You don't have to have this, but you can include it. So one more time. What can you tell me about the red bars? What's going on there with the service industry? You could say the service industry began.
Service industry began the
Service
began the service.
Just say the service industry began with what?
The service industry began
With what?
with 1992.
No, with only
4% in 1992.
And then
6.5%.
and then it immediately had or experienced or saw, had or saw, choose. Witnessed. Okay, saw what?
The largest increase
Of
2.5%.
Largest increase of 2.5% in the entire period of 9 years. Yeah? One more time. So that's how I would begin my description of the red bar. Yeah, but you can try it one more time.
The service industry began only 4%.
Began with.
Began with
You can
only
even start with the year. Let's actually change it a little bit. Start with the year.
between 1992.
No, in 1992.
In 1992,
Mm-hmm.
only 4% of GDP produced
Or only 4% of GDP was
was
produced
produced by the service industry. And
immediately after
immediately after
that. Immediately after that.
immediately after that, the rate of GDP grew by 2.5%,
Which was
which was the largest increase
in
1994
in the entire in the whole
in the entire of
entire what?
entire
Period.
entire period
In the entire period of.
of 9 years.
Okay, one more time from the start.
In 1992, only 4% of GDP was produced by the service industry, and immediately after that, there was the largest increase in entire period of 9 years.
Well, so you're forgetting 1994. Immediately after that, in 1994, or maybe not immediately. Maybe you can remove immediately because it's not unclear a little bit, right? It's not like 1993, so it was still 2 years. Maybe you could say, well, immediately is okay, but we can say in 1992, and then after that, just after that, yeah, it saw an increase of 2.5%, which was the largest increase in the entire period. Yeah, one more time, please.
In 1992, only 4% of GDP was produced by the service industry. After that, in 1994, it grew to 6.5%, which is the largest
Was
which was the largest increase of entire period
of the entire period
of the entire period of 9 years.
Yeah, okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's how we write here. Mm, and but I still like this, which you have the comparison with the IT industry, right? Same as the percentage of GDP generated by the IT industry. That's really good. Well done. You can also add that. Yeah. Then you have there was a largest. After that, at the end, you have the percentage kept increasing by about 0.5% every 2 years until it reached something. That's what is missing at the end, even though you did say that. You said 8.1, right? So it's kind of clear. Okay. But it's a little bit strange, to say that from 1994 until 2000, it kept increasing by about 0.5%, by about half, not a half a percent, 0.5%, by 0.5% every 2 years until it reached a specific number. So you could also include that in the sentence at the start, right? So it started with this, jumped to that, which was the biggest jump, and then kept increasing by this much until it reached 8.1, which was the same percentage of GDP generated by the IT industry. It could be, the whole paragraph could be just one super long sentence even. Yeah? You can even try that because here it fits perfectly. Or two sentences. You can split it into two sentences if it's easier. But I feel like the way you structured it, the order is not the best, like about increasing at the end without much data, and then the large climb a little bit after. So, and yeah, I hope you understand it all. Now you could rewrite it again if you wanted to solidify your knowledge. You know this word?
No.
To solidify your knowledge of English here. If you wanted to, you would rewrite it, but it's up to you. So we will do it like this. We have homework, November 19. What do we have? Oh, okay, this is optional. So rewriting is optional. It's up to you if you want to remember that. I think we'll set the homework a little later. Do you want to take a break or shall we continue?
I want a break.
What?
I want a break.
A break, okay. What time?
6 minutes.
Okay, 6 minutes. See you in 6 then.
See you.
Okay, let's continue. So let's see, what have we looked at? Hmm. Have we looked at this before? Study overseas. I think we have looked at it already, yeah?
Yes.
And then we have this we looked at. This one. You want me to look at this now, or would you like to start a new essay together?
This one. Check
Okay,
this
well,
one.
check that one. And this one I think we looked at. Yeah. Pie charts also. Okay. Then we will take a look at this then. Okay. Let's see. "45 minutes, yeah? Okay. The people who believe that young people should follow. You see, you have here a little bit of an issue. Do you know what I mean or not? There are people who believe that young people, so you have people. There are people who believe that people. How can we fix that?
There is a view.
Yeah, there's a belief. There is a belief that
There's
young
a
people.
view.
Hmm?
No?
Young people should follow their society's tradition. Tradition should be plural, yeah? So tradition, plural. You know what it means? Traditions. And people avoid repetition. Traditions, while some people and other people
I don't know.
some others, or some is optional, while there are others who think that they means those people. It could mean young people, or it could mean those people who think that. So who's they?
Young people.
That the younger generation, so you can just paraphrase. They, the younger generation, should behave freely as one person. Behave as one person. What is that? Everyone should behave as one person. What does that mean? Freely as one person.
I paraphrased. Individuals.
But it doesn't mean what you think it means. Like behave as one person, a bit unclear. And behave, what is freely? Behave freely. Can you explain to me?
Free to do anything.
Here we have good adjective, good adverbs for behave. What do you like?
naturally.
Naturally is a good one. Yes, well done. Behave naturally, or should act freely as they want. Not as one person, but should act freely as they want. As they want. Just behave as they want and act freely. What else? What does that mean, like behave as individuals, you said? Or what does that mean, as individuals? What are you trying to say? Can you explain to me?
I paraphrase the phrase in the task.
Well, then we could just say, like, let's say it like this: express themselves. To be able to express themselves freely, like this. What else can we say? Freedom to act as individuals. We can also say as, or behave independently. Yeah. And then when they follow the tradition, which tradition?
The societies.
Just traditions. When they follow traditions, it means that the tradition is observed. I don't understand. Can you explain?
The tradition won't remove.
Won't be removed.
Won't be removed.
Won't
Won't.
be removed, or won't disappear.
Won't disappear.
The tradition won't disappear, right? So when they follow traditions, it means the traditions won't disappear. That's it, right? When the younger generation, or when traditions are what?
Kept.
Kept or followed by
Younger generation.
everyone. That includes younger generation with traditions. They are preserved. The traditions are followed by everyone. They are preserved. And yeah, and they remain in the future. So they are preserved for future generations. Is that a colon there?
No.
2 dots, dot, colon?
No. It's period.
Colon is like this. Yeah. Okay, so it's not a colon. And that is like a bit confusing. Okay. And behaving freely means tradition will evolve. That I like that. Okay. You can keep it as part of the same sentence. You know how?
No.
So we could say, when traditions are followed by everyone, they are preserved for future generations. And together with freedom, that means traditions will evolve. You don't need the tradition. You know why?
because tradition is general thing.
No, because we can have a specific tradition. For example, what? What is the most common tradition in Japan, you think?
Food.
Tradition is usually doing something. Food is not a tradition. Preparing specific kind of food in a specific way, that is a tradition. Well, give me another tradition in Japan, please. Most common one. Come on. You know how to do this. You know your culture very well, right? One of the most common traditions in Japan.
Schools teach to students. One teacher and many.
What are you talking about again?
One teacher teach many students who are sitting.
Teachers.
Teachers.
One teacher teaches. So you think in other countries this doesn't happen? That is such a basic thing. It's like it's humanity's tradition of people, humans. Are you sure you're from Earth? You just you're again uh, looking at humans as if they are different from aliens. Our tradition is to have one teacher and many students. That is funny a little bit, like a joke, because everywhere is like that. Since ancient times, since for as long as humans existed, that has been the case.
But other countries teach students by having group discussion.
So you mean the point is not the point is not that there's one teacher and many students. The point is that the teacher speaks and the students listen.
Yes.
I think it's very common. It's lectures. It's called lectures. Lectures are present everywhere in the world, even if it's like the most freedom-loving culture. I know, like Finland or something, or Sweden, they will still have lectures where students just listen. They are free to ask questions, but in Japan, are people not free to ask questions?
It's free.
So it's the same then. Like, you mean there are more group discussions in some maybe other country. I don't even know which country you mean. Like, I think group discussion depends on the type of the teacher, type of the lesson, type of the subject, type of the school, what is being learned. So it's not really a cultural thing. So I don't like that because it doesn't sound like a Japanese tradition, you know? Like when you hear the word like Japanese tradition, what is the first thing that comes to mind? First, the number one tradition is, for example, to eat food when you're hungry. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're telling me you're not an alien. You know, it's like robots or aliens think like this maybe, but what is really the number one tradition? For you, it could be anything. Maybe it's not number one for most people, but for you, you think it's number one. It's fine. It's your personal opinion.
Going to temples on New Year's Day.
Okay. It's going to temples on the New Year's Eve. Okay. So that is the tradition. But here, you don't have anything that specific, right? Or do you?
No?
So that's why we need the general traditions. It means traditions will evolve. I like this though, your idea of evolving. Good job. And I think, or is it part of the task or not? No, okay. All right. That was good. But make it part of the sentence, because you see it's a short sentence. It's easier to make it part of the previous one using a connective. But okay, if you are not sure, it's okay to keep it as a separate sentence as well. I think young people should be free to behave. What is this? One sentence?
There are some short sentences. So
Yes. We can combine that. So, and I think that's why young people should be. But you're repeating the same idea already, no? Freely, you have already should behave freely. You have that already, yeah? You shouldn't repeat it. Discuss both views and give your opinion, right? So you haven't given your opinion. Yeah, you have. I think young people should be free. Okay. And as for my own opinion, I think you can add that. And as for my personal opinion, I firmly believe. Can you try?
And as for my own opinion,
Or a personal view,
no view,
I think young people should be free to choose how they behave.
young people should be free to choose how they behave.
Okay. And actually, about evolution, the tradition will evolve. So this sentence, it's better to save it for the body paragraphs, right? Because that's an explanation or a detail. It's not that important in the introduction yet. You will explain it later. So the evolution is a good idea, but for the body paragraph, not for the introduction. And had you planned before you started writing?
I planned in my brain.
Had.
Head.
And how long was it part of the timer?
Yes.
Okay. Better to create a short written plan. It will be easier to follow. There's a view that young people should follow the traditions of their society. In other words, young people should save their customs and convey. What's the meaning of convey?
Tell.
Tell. Well, let's double check to make sure you don't overuse it. So we convey information or feelings. Is that related to tradition?
Yes.
Okay, how?
The traditions are information.
Yes, correct. But here, convey has a little bit more specific usage. Usually we say convey information. And okay, so actually it's about the word information. Information is usually something specific, something smaller. For example, convey, and here we have the wonder of this machine, like a very specific thing. So yes, tradition is information, but it's a lot or a little bit.
Tradition is
A lot of information, right? So it doesn't say here, convey a little information, right? But the way we usually use convey, it's about like little, less information, not that much. I wouldn't say it's like a huge amount, usually something specific. Convey that thought, that idea, that feeling, specific things. But tradition is just so large. Traditions, even old traditions, so large. It's a little bit less common to say convey traditions. It's possible because again, it fits the definition, right? Convey information, which is traditions to others. But it's a little bit less common here. Sense of immediacy, quick should be quick, right? What else? Conveyed his views about politics, or yeah, views about the way the country operates. Communicate in part. What else do we have? Convey also means to transport. So you can convey what?
fish.
Fish, for example, and that's it. Well, okay, well, we can keep it because it does sort of fit the bill, but maybe we could use a better word. Is there any other words you can use?
Inform.
I should communicate, or should. There's a special word combination. There's a collocation with tradition. When we give tradition to others, like information about traditions to others, what is it called? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And down.
Tradition handed down from generation to generation. Another way?
Keep alive.
Maintain, preserve, uphold. Keep the hand down is very good for speaking. For writing, maintain, preserve, uphold is great. What revive in some cases. Help the tradition survive. You can say respect the tradition. Pretty much the same. To respect the tradition means to keep doing that. Yeah, that this is a very good phrase to use. It's not really an idiom, so yeah. Okay, so that is good to know for you. Collocations for writing and speaking. In other words, but I like what you do. You do an explanation here, right? And convey. You also need it. Them. What is them? Customs, right? Okay. Convey them to the next generations, or from generation to generation. You can say. Since again, know that since tradition. Why is there a full stop? Comma. Yeah, since traditions which bring and remind remind our ancestors' thoughts. Remind, something is missing there between remind and thoughts. Remind
Mind.
hmm? So you need to know how to use remind if you want to use it.
I don't know.
Us about. Remind us about thoughts. And thoughts is not the best word here, which bring our ancestors, or bring thoughts, also not best, right? So bring thoughts, remind about thoughts. Not the best. How can you paraphrase this? We have ancestors, we have you, or we have us, we have ancestors. How do we connect that into a sentence? How do you say that? We have traditions, ancestors, we have us. Let's make a new sentence. You look a little bit lost. Well, let's undo that. Let's become unlost.
The time
Tradition,
is
us, ancestors. Sentence, please. Traditions.
traditions were maintained to us.
You don't need to worry about this here. Yeah? Just make a sentence using 3 words. Traditions, us or our, and ancestors. You can make any sentence with that.
Our ancestors' traditions remain. Remain.
Okay, that's one sentence. It's not exactly what you want to say here. Maybe something else? Or you can say, thanks to that, the traditions of our ancestors remain with us to this day, or they go into the future with us. Yeah, something else maybe. No, maybe.
Traditions preserved from our ancestors' generation to our generation.
One more time.
Traditions tradition have been preserved from our ancestors' generation to our generation.
One more time, please. Just, you could repeat the same thing.
Traditions have been preserved
Traditions what?
have been
Have been. Okay.
preserved from our ancestors' generation to our generation.
Ancestor generations, many, right? There wasn't one. There have been so many, millions of generations, right? Or maybe not millions, I don't know, but thousands at least. Look, it's much simpler. I see, like, you actually do have a bit of a problem making a sentence, right? Like a simple sentence, like the tense you use, the order of words, the idea you're trying to convey. It's not exactly what you want to say. It's in very simple words. Traditions connect us to our well, maybe even better to say with. Traditions connect us with our ancestors.
Traditions connect us with our ancestors.
This is what you wanted to say, right?
What's connect?
You can also say remind us about connect with, like help us stay in touch with what connect with ancestors means. It's sort of like an idiom because you need to unpack it. So it means to remember what they used to do, keep doing that. Well, that's it, like traditions, right? Like what you're trying to say, preserving things. Connect us with our ancestors. You do the traditions, you do what the ancestors used to do. Or you could say traditions keep what? Our ancestors traditions keep our ancestors' values, or traditions keep our ancestors' values alive, you can say. Yeah, this is much better. And is this what you're trying to say or not?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
And you say save their customs, preserve. And instead of save, better to say preserve. Younger generations should work hard to preserve their customs and impart those to the next generations, since traditions which connect us with our ancestors. What is this? Devices? Devices.
Devices.
Huh? Like this? You have devices there.
Yes.
You wanted to say that? Are you trying to say the word devices?
Yeah. Devices. I think that devices has the word device has two meanings.
The word device has two meanings. Okay, let's check that. Do you mean advice?
Advice.
So we have, oops, wait, let me see. Where's that? Yeah, we have device and advice.
I mean device.
All right, you want device? Okay, let's check. So device is an object that has been invented for a particular purpose. For example, for recording something or measuring something, like electronic devices, device that measures minute quantities, minute quantities of matter, explosive devices like a gadget, machine, or tool. You don't mean this, right? You want something else? A method of achieving something?
Yes.
For example, military spending is a device for managing the economy. like literary device. This is a very, very specific, very narrow collocation, very narrow, very few cases you can use that device like this. Impossible to use here. Device, wrong usage. So we need, so ancestors values, right? How do we spell achievements?
A C H I E B.
Like this, right?
Yes.
Or like this, with IE or EI.
I E
IE?
I
Yeah,
E. Yeah.
okay. And here we have EI. And also, we need an EF to be just a bit of an issue with spelling. I need to practice spelling. How do we practice spelling? You find a difficult word, then one day you remember it, and you try to spell it yourself. Then you check. If it's wrong, you spell it correctly again. Then another day you have a reminder about these words, how to spell them, yeah? And you try it again. So you check that. So achievements and values. Let's combine that. Instead of thoughts and devices, just ancestors, values, and achievements, which which connects us with those achievements and values. Is important. You're missing a comma. You have tradition, which blah 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 is important, right?
Yes.
Tradition, which is important, like this, or which connects or something like this. So here, this comma is very important, right? Because
Yes.
it allows us to see where the interjection ends. You can see it here. Is important, because otherwise it becomes achievements is important. It doesn't make any sense, right? So comma is important and should be conveyed. Again, repetition of the same word still not good, right? You have double convey in the same sentence, even should be. And you should change the structure a bit. So young people should do this, should preserve the customs, because because it's important in the way that it connects us to our ancestors' values and achievements. Okay, so you can rephrase it a little bit clearer. Right now, it's okay if you don't make the mistakes you've made. It would be okay too, but there's a little bit a better version, and should be preserved. Maybe okay, convey. If they do not follow it, what is it?
Tradition.
Traditions, them. Yeah, if they don't follow them and do not we can't say not inform and do not inform them, it becomes you have triple it. It's a little hard to understand, so it becomes extinct soon.
Soon.
As soon as, yeah, as soon as it does not have exact shapes. What is exact shapes?
So I removed the phrase.
But you just said that you have said in the beginning that if behaving freely, it helps tradition evolve. So tradition can change a little bit and it's fine. But here you said it has to be exactly, right? You're saying that if the tradition is not exactly the same, it's not good, right? So which one is it? Is it okay to evolve and change the tradition a bit, or is it not okay to change the tradition? It should be exact, the same, exactly the same tradition. Which one?
Could you say it again,
So
please?
you are saying here that if young people do not follow traditions, the traditions disappear, they become extinct, yes? Well,
Yes.
extinct is not the best. Extinct is for animals usually, for concepts such as traditions, we just say disappear. They disappear as soon as they don't have, as soon as the traditions are not exactly the same, right? So that sentence, help me, please help me understand what you mean. I don't understand. Are you trying to say that if young people don't follow traditions, they disappear, and young people have to follow traditions in the exact same way, cannot change them? Like that?
I mean, it it will disappear.
Traditions.
The traditions will disappear
Mhm.
soon because tra- traditions don't have shapes. The not traditions are not objects, right?
Yes, they're not objects. Can you hold the tradition in your hand?
No.
No. Okay.
So it it can the they can be disappeared.
You cannot use the word disappear like that. It can disappear, or it can. Well, passive voice here, different verb we need completely. I don't have a good one here. So just they can disappear.
They can disappear easily.
How is it relevant? Shapes, exact shapes, and disappear easily. How does it connect? I don't understand. Shape, exact shape, versus disappear easily. Help me connect. I don't understand.
Shapes mean objects.
No, shapes doesn't mean objects.
So I when I wrote this essay,
You thought it's
I
the same.
thought, yeah,
We can use this thesaurus, the best. Yeah, so you think that shape is an object? Let's check. Shape, maybe I am even wrong. In my mind, it doesn't connect, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's check. So shape can be form, can be structure, can be body, frame, model, outline, pattern, shadow, format. I can just search object. No, there's no object. Figure, confirmation, appearance. It can also mean condition like health. Are you in good shape?
yes, I am.
That means you're healthy. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you have shape or like whatever, just health. Okay, so because traditions are not, what is exact shape means object. Yeah. You thought exact
Yes,
shape.
yes,
Are you going to say exact object now or not? You
no,
cannot say that. You cannot say exact object. Yeah. So uh, traditions are not objects. So they will disappear if people don't follow them. Yeah.
yes,
I don't know why you have to compare tradition to an object. So an object will not disappear if you don't follow it. But an object will sort of disappear if you don't care about an object. It will sort of disappear still, no? Like you don't care about the object, you don't care where it is, how this object is, what happens to it, you don't care. So it's the same as it disappearing, no? Isn't it the same? So why does it have to have a tradition is like unreal, you cannot touch it. An object is real, you can touch it, but how is it like if you don't care about the tradition or you don't care about that object, it's the same as them disappearing, right? Both.
Yes.
So even if we understand your point, it still doesn't make sense. So it's first of all, it's really hard to understand what you mean here. Second of all, even if we do understand, it doesn't fit. I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can say no. The object always stays there, and even if you don't care about it, it's still there. Okay, I see what you mean. But it's a little bit weird. It's a bit strange to think. Not weird, like it's hard to understand the value of that thought. Like, why are you talking about that? Doesn't really make sense. But okay. So in order to save the tradition, they need to follow their society's tradition. In order to save society's traditions, they need to follow their society's traditions. Yeah. In order to preserve the traditions of the society, they need to follow them. Follow them. Well, follow their culture. Culture is better. That's good. Good paraphrase. Follow. Well, not follow. What do we use with culture? Like, well, follow or is there a better verb? Maybe foster. Foster is a good one. Develop the culture. Develop is a good one. Yeah. Okay. Well, we haven't finished. I thought we would have more time for this, but okay. And you see, I don't like the asymmetrical paragraphs. You know what I mean? Asymmetrical means different sizes. So this one is long. Here's a bit shorter. It's even shorter here. Not good. Conclusion, okay, can be any. But the body paragraphs, best to keep them same length. Yeah, if possible.
Yes.
And that's why you lost a lot of time. You made this paragraph too complicated, the first one. Keep it simple. You need 3 body paragraphs in this structure. That's a lot. Each paragraph should be simpler than the usual structure, right? You wrote here as if it is almost the same 2-paragraph structure. Too much time wasted in this. That's why you lost 5 minutes. And yeah, I want to help you improve with this. But okay, from now, let's do it like this. Your homework is going to be this. You can rewrite anything you want. It's going to help you a lot. Quingang, you understand, right? You rewrite anything. It's helping you get a much better, much closer to your 6.5 in writing. This is maximum 5 writing. I can already tell you. There's a lot of inconsistencies. Your structure is really good. That's great. Structure is good. That's what carries you. Your structure gives you 5, maybe 5.5 of it. You can get just for the structure, and the English is not complete nonsense, but you have some parts that are nonsense. But okay, you have still clear thesis, sort of. You didn't answer one of the. No, you did actually. No, yeah, the structure carries you. Still cannot get a 6. Too many issues. But 5.5 is, considering what you wrote, I think it's good. Your structure is great. You just need to work on your sentence building, maybe ideas, connect them a little bit clearer, better, wording, yeah, things like even spelling, right? It's like so many issues. I want to give you a 6, but I see issue here, issue here, issue here, issue here. It's like small issues, but it's just everywhere, right? We need to eliminate them. And for that, rewriting is good, really important for you. But I cannot give you that as homework because I think if I give you too much homework, you will not do it. So I give you the most important homework, which is this. The most important homework is to write something new, and all within 60 minutes total together. Please don't split 20-40, just 1 hour. From now on, we need to do this. So basically, it's the same as doing the mock test, which could be, okay, let's just do it like this. Part of the mock test. This is part of the mock test. We agreed on Saturday, yeah? Mock test you will do on your own on Saturday. Please make sure to tell your parents and everyone to not distract you. No people. You have no people in your house, right?
No.
You have pets?
No.
No pets, no anyone, right? Close your windows, make sure there's no noise, right? Make your like notifications like D&D, right? Do not disturb. So your notifications don't bother you. No one can call you, right? Tell everyone you're busy at this time and just sit and write. Yeah? Complete silence, focus, maybe put some headphones on without music or something. No help. Just you and paper or you and the computer. Computer is fine too. You can write on the computer. Well, you will because that's part of the test there. And the website has the timing already, but it's free. So like when 20 minutes expire, you can still keep working on task 1, but you shouldn't. Yeah, and some people suggest you can start on with task 2. You don't have to start with task 1. So some people suggest to start with task 2 because it is worth more points. Yeah. Some people think like that, but I personally don't think it's that important. You can start with task 1. In reality, they are kind of equal. It's like 50-50 pretty much. So task 1, you write less and it's 20 minutes, but it's still 50% of your score. It's not like 20% task 1, 80% task 2. No. So both have to be good quality for you to get a high score, right? So you cannot neglect one and think, oh, task 2 is more important. No, both are important. So you can think maybe you want to start with task 2, maybe task 1, it's your choice, but please make sure 40 and 20, otherwise you will mess up the other essay. If you get 45, then you have 15 for task 1. If you give task 1 25, you have 35 for task 2. It's not enough. It's better to keep it 20-40. Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Well, save the link, please. You might lose it, right? When you finish, either copy everything into a document or better, just save the link. They give you a link at the end. You just save it, and you can give it to me later so we can look at it together.
Okay.
So we meet on Saturday for no, we meet tomorrow for an hour. Yeah.
Yes.
Do speaking, or you want to do more writing?
Yes.
Okay, we can do more writing, and then speaking on Saturday. Yeah.
So on Monday.
Yeah. Monday. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Up to you then. What else? What else? Don't forget the tests. Please set a reminder for yourself. And if you can do 2 of this. Maybe on Sunday. Do you want to do 1 more hour of this on Sunday extra, or like Saturday 1 hour for this and Sunday another hour of this? Is it too much? Okay,
Yes.
let's relax on Sunday. Yeah, no writing. It's okay. Well, I think you got the structure really well. Well done. You understand the task, so that's good. You just need better English right now, like more writing, more reading in English, more speaking in English. When was the last time you spoke to Pin? Today?
Last week.
What? Aren't you in the same class?
Yes.
You don't speak? Why don't you invite her to your house to prepare for the exams together?
Because she doesn't have to have exams.
What? Why? She's in your
Because
class.
she is an exchange student, so she don't have
She's an
exams.
exchange student. You never told me that. I thought she just studies with you permanently. So
No.
exchange means for just 1 year or a couple of months or something?
Yeah,
Ah.
until December.
Oh, so did you know that from the start, or you didn't know that?
I know that.
You knew that. Maybe I misunderstood, because the way you explained it was that she just studies in your class and she doesn't know Japanese and she lives in Tokyo. I thought she permanently lives in Tokyo, but it's just for a little bit. That's why.
Yes,
Okay, I see. Well, then use your opportunity. Well, maybe you can invite her anyway to have a chat or something to help you with your exams. Not possible?
possible.
Well, yeah. Find a way to talk in English as much as you can. Every bit helps.
Okay.
Any questions? I hope you have some questions for me.
How are you?
That is a good question. Thank you. I'm. Let me think. I'm good. I'm okay. A lot of stress from business. Yeah, a lot of. So I still want to tell you about the trip a bit more. We just don't really have time for that. Uh, we traveled over a lot of countries, but maybe we should use this time to help you prepare for Canada. You worry about that?
Not really.
Don't really care.
No,
It's like
I don't care.
whatever happens, good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Yes,
Do you have like a high expectations? Is it gonna be awesome or just gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be okay.
Not that special, I guess. All right. Well, Canada is very far from Japan. Very different culture and everything. Yeah, a lot of cool things. Make sure to ask your parents for more money so you can enjoy the time more. This
Yes,
everything's very expensive, yeah. So you need to have good money with you, otherwise you might not enjoy it. Prepare a few things you want to visit in the places that you're going to be. Maybe you can research tours. You can go on a tour for like one day, so people show you around. You can see some stuff. Great way to make friends and see the places.
yes,
Okay. You can. You're going with your friends from the class, right, or not?
with friends.
So you can discuss with them, book a tour together, split the cost. Like 2, 3, 4 people, you book like one tour together. You go just you with some person who speaks maybe half Japanese, half English, something like that, even, or just English, and they show you around. What do you think? I think it's a cool thing you can try.
Yes,
But Canada, I think, is colder than Japan, right? In winter, especially. It's gonna be maybe a bit shocking. Maybe you will not be ready for any tours. You would rather stay at home. Like, virtual tour on the computer. Okay. Well, all right. Anything else?
no.
Okay. Have a good night then, and see you tomorrow.
See you. Thank you.
Bye bye.